I've been asked to do this one by a few people. They're looking forward to this. This is the Minions video. Alright, if you don't know, if you didn't read it, 144,000 alien races incarnated onto this planet prior to 1972. So, this has to do with the Minions. I used to teach Dolores Canyon a couple things. This is one of them. Alright, I went into Google, typed in Age of Earth. They got it at 4.543 billion years. Alright, let's just round it off to 4.5 plus billion years. And do I have something else here? Nah, that's good enough. More than 4.5 billion years ago, in the Bible talks about Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. Well, more than 4.5 plus billion years ago, God dispatched his minions. They are 7 energy beings. They are seen as energy balls. The largest of them are these 7 pillars of Islam. They're called the 7 pillars of God. That's exactly what they're called. The Islam named them. But since the beginning to the end of time, these 7 energy beings have been on this planet, and we are nothing but a speck. The Jews, it's year 5,777. And roughly 5,777 years ago, they started their calendar, and their calendar said this was the day that Adam was created. He was not born, he was created. These 12 energy beings, it's legend that these energy beings helped to create Adam. They're God's minions. They do the work for God. They're here to do God's work. All right. And then it says, when did the Jewish calendar start? With Adam. All right, let's shoot forward. There's this guy Moses, Prince of Egypt. They find out he's a Jew, they kick him out. He wanders the desert, eventually finds a place to live near Mount Sinai. He herds sheep. So Moses is living at the base of Mount Sinai, and at night, in the pitch dark night, when you can't see your hand in front of your face unless the moon's out, guess what? He's looking at the top of the mountain and he sees all these lights, these energy beings floating all around. But one day, Moses is looking up into the mountain, sees it, and he finally gets the cojones to climb that mountain to see what those lights are. When he gets to the top of the mountain, he sees the lights all around him, and then all of a sudden all the lights, the balls of light, come together on this bush and use the bush as a support structure. You call it the burning bush, but back in the day, the only kind of light was fire. So they called a lit up Christmas tree bush the burning bush. And all of a sudden, throw down, we want you to take the Jews out of Egypt. Throw down your staff. And then all of a sudden, one of those 6 energy beings jumps into the staff and stays in the staff. And with that staff, Moses is able to perform miracles. The 2 of the most important miracles are, 1, when he throws the staff down, Aaron throws the staff down, and it turns into a snake, and then the Pharaoh's priest or whatever throw down these staffs and turn their staffs into snakes. And then all of a sudden, Moses' snake staff eats the other 2 serpents. Amazing. And then turns right back into a rod. The energy being has incorporated its body into the staff. It's a shapeshifter. It's able to change shape and do all miracle things. The other thing, what did he do? When he was in the middle of the desert and his people were thirsty, he struck a rock with it, and out came all water. And he was able to feed and bring water to his people that he had taken out of Egypt as they wandered for 40 years. You can go to Exodus. This is like knowing-jesus.com. And they show all the times in here where he creates miracles. But those are the two that are the most important. And here's another one. This one cuts it down. A pillar of cloud and fire guarded the multitude. What do you think? An energy being? What else? Bitter waters were made sweet and drinkable. What do you think? Manna rains from heaven for bread. And then the water comes from the rock. Then Jesus' miracles. Jesus did 37 miracles. Turns water into wine. He was in cahoots with the energy beings. He was aware of them. He communed. He was the Son of God. You don't think God's minions are friends with Jesus? Seriously. You gotta be kidding me. Then what else? All these are probably Jesus. Straight, had nothing to do. Alright, well, heals. Jesus feeds 5,000 people at a wedding. Turns loaves of bread into multiple loaves, fish into multiple fish, turns water to wine. I mean, come on. Hey, Jesus walks on water? Hey, cool if he could. Maybe he was an inventor. He invented a way to walk on water with reeds stuck to his feet. Or maybe the energy beings were giving him a path. Who knows? Only Jesus knew. Jesus feeds 4,000. He did it again. And then Jesus withers a fig tree. And that's it. Welcome to the Minions video. The name of this video is God's 7 Minions from 4.5 plus billion years ago helped Moses and Jesus perform miracles.